It's your girl T here, back with the Tuesday vidya. I know you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day because we're tea timers. It's absolutely what we do. Our affirmation of the day is, I honor and value myself first. We honor and value ourselves first. We're tea timers. It's just what we do. I was thinking back on my journey and a thought came to me, and I thought this would help a lot of people. When I first started consciously manifesting, I remember being really confused with self-concept versus my concept in love and with my significant person. And a lot of coaches would say you have to love yourself before anybody else could love you, which is what I always said. I don't think I really took it to the next level until I realized this, that I had moments when I first started manifesting that I would say, I can't work on myself. I already know I'm good to go because I want to spend all my affirmations on my SP and focus on my SP so that he can come in and everything can be perfect. As soon as he comes in and our relationship's perfect, then I can, go back to working a little bit on myself, but it's mostly focused on him. In that moment, I realized I am prioritizing him and our relationship over myself. And as much as you might think that you love yourself and you prioritize yourself, if you're putting other people, places, and things ahead of you, whether it's your family, people at work, your relationship with your SP themselves, if you're putting anything else on a pedestal, that means that you're in second, third, fourth place and you aren't prioritizing yourself. I know as women, because we are mothers and caregivers by nature, a lot of the times we'll put our children ahead of us, we'll put their needs ahead of us, and so on and so forth. I used to date someone and he would always say to me, if you can't put yourself first, you're not going to be the best mom you can to your kids. And I used to think, oh my goodness, he's so self-centered. Like, who would put themselves ahead of their kids? But what he was saying is true. If you can't fill your own cup, and you're filling other people's cup ahead of you, how are you going to be the best version of yourself to show up for other people? We have to figure out ourselves and validate ourselves before we can help other people. And if we are constantly on a search for validation, which we're trained to do right now through social media and outlets like that, by getting likes and tweets, etc., if we're constantly validating ourselves through outside validation, then that's a dangerous path, because putting all of your validation needs on an outside entity like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what have you, is an endless loop of hell, because you're going to be constantly needing to fill that void through other people's validation. You need to learn how to validate yourself. That should be the only validation you need. When you stabilize yourself and you center yourself and you make yourself your priority and you have a stable, consistent knowing of who you are and what you're out to do, you don't need outside validation by people, places, or things, because you're so centered and internally focused that all you need is to be okay with yourself and the rest will fall into place. If you don't know how to validate yourself, watch your patterns throughout the day. When you feel that urge of jealousy towards other people, comparison towards other people, figure out why you're comparing, what need needs to be met in that moment. I used to be a very jealous person, and I had to figure out why I was so jealous of people, places, or things and what that was trying to show me. A lot of the times it was things that came from my past of me not feeling valid, or me not feeling worthy, or me not feeling that I was good enough to feel what it was that I'm jealous of in another person. This is the work, people, looking at things that happen in your 3D reality and picking up what message it's trying to send to you. Our whole goal on this journey is to feel so healthy, whole, and complete within ourselves that we don't even have that urge to validate outside of us, because we are so fulfilled within ourselves by prioritizing ourselves and putting ourselves on a pedestal. If you are going throughout the day and you have those times when you're feeling really negated or really low on your energy and you feel like you need to pick up the phone and have validation from someone, you need to check Instagram and stalk that SP, you need to go buy something because you feel like you have a hole to fill, these are the good times to look up meditations or affirmations. Dylan James has some great affirmations. Kim Velez, Roxy Talks. There's a whole bunch of people that put out great content that can take those moments and build you up. And even if you don't want to look up a meditation or affirmation, a really good thing to say to yourself is, I love you. I validate you. I trust you. I trust all your decisions. You're a queen. You're a king. I believe in you. I am the person that you've been searching for. I've always loved you. We're going to be together forever. And I feel you. I love you. This moment that you're having, I love you. I tell you that you're enough. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself you love you. Tell yourself how beautiful or handsome you are. If you're consistent in these affirmations of love to yourself and you look at yourself through a lens of love and the outside world through a lens of love, you're going to start seeing the shifts and the changes that need to happen for you to feel as a healthy, whole, complete person on your own. Like I said in a previous video, we were born feeling perfect. We were born feeling whole. It's the outside world and the things that happen that trained us to believe that we aren't good enough. We're resetting ourselves back to that original pattern of behavior where we feel perfect, we feel healthy, whole, and complete, regardless of what we have or don't have, because we were born. We were selected out of all the possibilities in our parents to be born. We're perfect, healthy, and whole as we are. We don't need anything else to make us feel or believe we are that way. We just have to reset our programming back to that place of being perfect, whole, and complete. If y'all have questions, I know you will, and I love them. Ask them below. I love y'all, but not as much as you should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful Tea Time Tuesday. Bye.